A single image can change how a life is remembered. Welcome to the channel Star Spotlight, where stories unfold beyond the headlines, revealing the deeper journeys behind familiar names. For many, Linda Blair is forever linked to one unforgettable role. Her performance in The Exorcist placed her at the center of global attention at a remarkably young age. It was a moment of instant recognition, but also the beginning of a life shaped by public perception, expectation, and constant scrutiny. Yet what often captures attention years later is not the role that defined her career, but the images that seem to contrast it. At times, certain photos of Blair have circulated widely, prompting renewed discussion about image, identity, and how public figures evolve over time. What is less known is the story behind those moments and the person navigating them. In the early years, Blair's rise was both rapid and intense. Growing up in the spotlight meant that her personal and professional boundaries were often blurred. The industry offered opportunities, but also pressures that many young actors are not prepared to face. While audiences saw success, there was a quieter reality unfolding behind the scenes. As her career progressed, Blair sought to redefine herself beyond a single role. She explored different projects, attempted new directions, and worked to break free from the narrow expectations placed upon her. This transition was not always smooth. Public opinion can be slow to change, and every choice, on screen or off, was closely observed. It is often said that fame can freeze a person in time. But Blair's journey suggests something different. She continued to evolve, even when the narrative around her did not. The attention surrounding certain photographs, often framed as controversial or surprising, became part of a larger conversation about how society views women in the public eye, especially those who grew up under that gaze. Beyond the headlines, another side of her life quietly took shape. Blair became deeply involved in animal welfare, dedicating time and resources to causes that rarely receive the same spotlight. Her work with rescue organizations and advocacy groups reflects a commitment that stands apart from the image many associate with her name. This contrast between public perception and personal purpose forms the core of her story. While some remember fleeting images, others recognize a sustained effort to create meaning beyond fame. It raises a subtle question: how much of a person's life is defined by what is seen, and how much by what is lived away from the camera? Blair's legacy, then, is not confined to a single film or a collection of widely shared images. It is found in resilience, in the willingness to move forward despite being misunderstood, and in the quiet work that rarely makes headlines. In the end, her story is less about what was captured in a moment and more about what continued long after. If this story gave you a new perspective, share your thoughts in the comments. You can also like the video if it resonated with you, and subscribe to Star Spotlight for more thoughtful stories like this.